incredibly disappointed that my first video after the elections has to be tonight, but our bargaining team published an update today in which they declared that they have moved to impasse. And then that communication was so inadequate that they already felt the need to put out a clarification. The clarification is also inadequate, and a number of people, so many in fact, have reached out expressing, what does all this mean? What is going on? Where are we at? That I am compelled to try to be of help and explain what is going on. So much so that I don't even have any cake. Starbucks is closed. I went to the grocery store and they only had cookies, and I'm not a cookie guy, but I still have to provide a little bit of an update here. And so there are a lot of permutations and nuance and intricacies, but we're not going to get into all of that. It's already really late. I mean, I don't know if you can see, it's pretty dark out there. It's late. Well, let me lay it out. We're now on a legal pathway. And so in their clarification, the bargaining team expressed that they have requested mediation. But what they've done is they've reached out to the Labor Relations Board, who will either decide that we really are at impasse or we should get back to the table. Almost certainly they'll agree that there's an impasse and a mediator will be assigned. Now, those of you who have been through mediation for one reason or another, understand that mediation is not a binding situation. And so whatever the mediator determines, trying to reach some sort of compromise between the two entities is not binding. And so even if the mediator determines everything that our bargaining unit is saying is true and accurate, the school district doesn't have to accept any of that. If that's the case, the next step is a process called fact-finding. Now, the fact finder is not trying to reach a compromise between either parties. They're looking at the facts, whatever they determine to be consequential, inconsequential. They can determine what they think is a best settlement. And so it's very different than mediation. It's now up to a fact finder. But again, that process is not binding. And so if we like what they have to say, but the school district doesn't, or vice versa, then you move to a situation that's best described as last best offer. And so after all that, both sides can make a LBO, a last best offer, which again can either be accepted or rejected. And if it's rejected by either side, then we're voting to go on strike, or the district's determining to lock us out. In other words, what impasse means is that we're now on the legal process toward a potential strike or lockout. This should come as no surprise to anybody who's been following my commentary and following my updates. I made it clear that this is where we were heading, especially based on the prior communication where the bargaining team engaged in a tactic of personal ad hominem attack, disparaging the CBO of the school district. And in their most recent update, they continue to do so, calling him the numbers guy, saying he wasn't even present. Well, of course he wasn't present. Last time he showed up, the bargaining team caricatured him, making fun of him. And we know based on the update that the school district did not come with any kind of new update. They simply said that what they had offered last time was what they were prepared to offer, and that was it. So why would he have needed to be there? This is exactly what I had said would happen, and this is now exactly the road we are on. But I want to make it absolutely clear. We support the bargaining team. We want them to do the best that they can. We want them to succeed because the better they do, the better we all do. However, who are they? Again, not only in the bargaining update, but in the clarification, which left us just as confused, they don't identify who they are. We'd like to support you, but we don't even know who you are. So the group that has led us into this situation is just some undefined entity called bargaining team. And I want you to know, when I was on the bargaining team, each time our names were identified, why aren't the names identified? Who are the bargaining team members that we are supporting? Who are the bargaining team members who are going to lead us into mediation, who are going to stand strong, who are going to be able to articulate clear points as to why the school district is not just inaccurate in what they are presenting, but need a mediator to clarify for the school district why they're wrong? Who are you? Let us know so we can truly support you with more support than just wearing blue. And I think this is blue. I've been accused of wearing this thinking it was blue and it's green, but to me this is blue. So I was in blue today. I hope you are too. And now that we're all feeling blue, I want you to know you can always reach out to me. You can always count on me to help clarify for you when necessary. And it's also come to my attention, we all know that the recent election had all sorts of problems. And I understand some challenges have been filed. And so we'll all see where that process leads as well. And then we'll just see where we're at as we all move forward in camaraderie. I've already expressed how I've reached out to be of help. So those offers still stand, even though I remain ghosted. But I'm here to be of help. And so I hope you'll spread the word, share the video, let people know what impasse really means. We didn't just request a mediator. We've put ourselves on this path. For better or worse, this is where we're at. And I am bereft of cake. My first video without cake, nothing. I have no cake. I don't even have my jacket. No cake, no jacket, no raise.